Let's do the clap sync before anything else. 3. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. I'm
Don't ask me if I'm ready, because then I'm not gonna be ready.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
3.
You're psyching me out.
3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3.
No, I hate you.
Okay, for real this time.
Uh-huh.
3, 3, 2, 1. What was that?
Your double
Did I
3
throw you
fucked
off?
me up.
Good, okay. Okay, do we want to go again?
Yes.
What was that? Okay. We'll never get it right the first time, it's fine.
Never.
3, 2, 1. Oh boy, I can already see the word xenophobic in the list of words.
Oh, no.
This is a good start. Hey, welcome to Writer's Roulette. The show which changes its subtitle every time. That's a funny bit I'm doing, I guess. My name's Callum, my pronouns are they, them.
My name's Ashton. My pronouns are he, they, and I am...
Oh, you're saying something, okay.
We're doing that every time.
We always say something.
We always say
Shit.
something.
You didn't say
Sorry.
something and then it panicked me and I didn't now I don't have anything ready.
Oh no,
Look,
I also don't have anything
Just
ready.
do
so
it
I didn't
again.
say
Just do it
anything.
again.
Do it again. I want to
Oh.
say something.
My name is Callum and my window is open, so I'm going to close that real quick so it doesn't fuck up the recording.
And what are your pronouns?
Oh, my
Hand them
pronouns are
over.
they, them.
My name is Ashton. My pronouns are he, they. I still have this rock. I like rocks.
Did you say you like rocks? I just got back.
I've still got a rock.
I love
Okay,
that.
cool.
Last time.
Just expose that we're recording this back to back, I guess.
Hello. My name is Tobias Wyatt
Ooh.
Deggins. My pronouns are he, him, they, them, and it, and I have a terrible, terrible secret. I was never British.
Oh, fuck. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Yeah.
Our viewers.
Rule of threes, motherfuckers.
Nice. Nice.
Fun fact,
That's
this is
comedy.
the last podcast because it's not going to be funny after this point. We've already done 3.
That's so true.
Podcast miniseries.
Yo, that's like the thing that we said was the best in the first episode.
Yeah. Callbacks.
So, this is Writer's Roulette. I'm going to read off a list of randomly generated words, and my 2 co-hosts will pick some words from that list that appeal to them and that catch their eye, or their ear, I guess. Once we've got 3 words, we're going to create a pitch inspired by those for some sort of story, whether it's a movie, a TV show, I almost said a film, or a book, or a graphic novel, like last time. Watch the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch it.
Fucker.
Okay, should we just do the thing? Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Injure, like, voracious, that's a fun one, match, impel,
Match.
What match?
match.
You can do a lot
Alright.
with that.
Because we could do fire, or we could do
I think
fight.
immediately I want to do a sports movie now.
Oh, no.
We don't know about sports, Callum.
I'm too
Me
queer for
neither.
that. I am infinitely
Me
too
too.
queer for that.
Outstanding, sleepy, ferry,
Ferry like a boat, or ferry like a ferry?
Ferry.
I like that.
Okay. Rich, kitten, supreme, tear or tear, spiritual, offbeat, mushy.
Mushy.
That's the bad one.
No.
That's the bad one.
I was thinking spiritual.
Spiritual. Do we have a religious sports movie?
I wasn't gonna say
That would
anything
be
because I already
good.
picked the last 2 words.
Well, we could do spiritual.
Spiritual's good.
But yeah,
I'm
I'm
down.
happy with
Okay.
the words.
Yeah.
So we've got match, ferry, and spiritual. What the fuck?
I was thinking, I have a pitch.
I don't have anything here. Go on.
I was thinking, in using both ferry and fairy, as in both the boat and the creature, I was thinking
Okay.
we do like a fun romp where it's like, you know, the ferrymen in like mythology where it's like once you die takes you to the other side. I think it would be cool to have like a fire spirit who's like a ferryman and is like, hey, you died. Let's work through some of your issues before you get to heaven.
Ooh.
Can we have that set on a boat? Can we have that set on a ferry and it's all souls going to the afterlife, but it's
Yeah,
like
that's what I was
shitty,
thinking.
Like, ferry holiday.
It's like a
Dead
that's quite
cruise
cool.
ship.
Can we have it be, okay, building on this, it's an anthology series where our Charon, or Karen, I don't know how you pronounce
I
that,
don't know how to.
goes around interviewing people on the ferry and talking about their life. It's like Midnight Gospel, kind of.
I was thinking basically that, but instead of interviews, it's therapy sessions.
Oh, what if it's an anthology series about the goings-on of the ferry? So we have the therapist, if you will, the captain, who's like the main Karen type. Oh, it's like a whole crew.
Yeah!
We have a whole crew of soul ferrymen.
So, like, this ferry is basically purgatory, and everyone's going to heaven, but they need to work through some stuff first, so they're on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
And once they're all ready for heaven, they'll ferry you there.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We need to figure out how the other words come into it.
Oh, match. How are we doing match?
I don't know. Something about fire.
Maybe someone meets their soulmate while on the boat, and
Oh,
they
that's
didn't
fun.
meet in real life, but they meet on the boat.
Oh. Ooh.
Purgatory cruise ship rom-com!
I don't want to just do rom-com again, but also I kind of do. So
We love here on Writer's Roulette.
Yeah,
We do.
maybe tone down the com and tone up the rom.
I like
So
that.
it's just a romance plot.
I think it's a really I'm seeing this as a really cute animated movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like something you'd see as like a Pixar short
Yeah.
about two people who fall in love on the ferry to the afterlife.
I like that a lot.
Are we doing a movie this time? I don't think we can stretch this out into a show.
Yeah.
I think this is a good movie. So, Purgatory Cruise Ship Rom-Com. I thought that said, because the com was lowercase, everything else was in caps, I thought that was like a website domain show. Purgatory Cruise Ship Rom.com. Yeah.
We've got sexy cruise ship purgatory people in your area at purgatorycruiseshiprom.com.
All you need to do to meet them is fucking die.
Come to this area and let me stab you, and you'll get on the Purgatory cruise ship to romance.
Come to this area and let me stab you. You'll fucking die.
That'll be $10, please.
Paymetokillyou.com.
Incredible.
Fucking hell. Okay, so who's our couple? I feel like that's a good place to start.
It's a good place to start. I just want to say, I don't think the whole thing has to focus on their relationship. Like, it can focus on, like, everyone on the boat, but...
I think it should be a romance movie.
I'm thinking it should be like an art house romance movie a la The Lobster, but less sad.
We can definitely spend time to explore the crew and how they work, because this is a really fun world that I would love to explore.
Yeah.
But I still think there should be a romance story as like the main thing.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm thinking perhaps it's a love story between one of the crewmates and one of the people going to heaven.
That's fun. I like that.
And-
Me like you.
And like we
oh
touch
no,
on,
because then they're gonna get split up when they have
but
to go.
Yeah.
I think the ending should be bittersweet because the whole point the whole point of the cruise ship is that they learn to let go of the past and let go of like things that they like need to in order to move forward. So it's like a whole love is fleeting, but like you can still hold on to it in the moment and have fun. But like learning to let go is something we all have to do, and it's like pretty sick sometimes. And you get to
That's
go
nice.
somewhere cool with the knowledge that you loved one.
Yeah.
That's really
That's
nice.
so
Yeah,
sweet.
okay.
And that's why I think it would lend itself to like sort of an art house A24 vibe.
Sure. Yeah. Is it gay?
Yes, they're all gay.
Okay. I feel like at this point, one of our selling points is that it's always gay.
Yeah, I cannot relate
That's
to
our
straight
USP.
romance. So if the romance is a
Valid.
big part,
Imagine if we tried writing straight people.
I couldn't do it.
I don't know what you guys are thinking.
Our straight audience, I'm so sorry, but your representation is not here, honey.
Go to the Joe Rogan podcast or whatever.
Go to Spotify. There's a podcast genre titled the Joe Rogan Experience. That'll be your niche, but it's not here.
I have a question.
What's your question?
You know the crew on the ship? Are they
Yes.
all
Yep.
skeletons?
Do you want...
Ooh.
Oh, that would be so cute.
I think they should be little animated skeletons because
Yeah.
that'd be nice. That's it.
Yeah.
That's my take.
I was thinking like little soul-style dumpling people, but I do like skeletons as well.
And I like the idea of, like, the human who still looks, like, human-y and the skeleton crew member have, like, a night together, and they're just kind of, like, the human has the skeleton's skull in his hands, I guess. Not in, like, a I took it off way, but in, like, in, like, a caressing your skull cheek way. And the skeleton is like, I can't really feel what you're doing right now, but I'm enjoying the atmosphere.
that is cute. Yeah.
Like, I think some, like, fun deadpan, like, comments like that would be really fun.
Dead. dead.
Ha
Because they're dead. I also like the idea, all the people on the ferry, when they're like in their ghost form, because they're dead, they're dressed in their like most formal outfit that they ever wore in life or something. That's a fun quirk, I think.
I love that.
Because it's like a gathering on this boat, right? It's like I guess it's a celebration.
Yeah.
It's a celebration of their lives.
And can there be a pretty scene where they're all having like a ball and there's like cool floaty candles everywhere, and then the people that are in love and they're like slow dancing and it's pretty.
Oh, also, can we TARDIS the shit out of this ship?
Oh, for sure. It looks like a dinky little ferry, but it's big.
Yeah, but there's like an entire ballroom and a whole everything inside.
I've got a scene envisioned. It's just,
All right.
It's the title human character, and they're kind of sweaty and nervous, and like in their therapist's office, just kind of like uncomfortable and like shifting around in the like tuxedo. And
Is this when they're alive or
when they're super dead? And the therapist is like, so, how are you finding life on the cruise ship? I think it should be told from the perspective of a therapy appointment or two until we get to, like, the end where they
think, what if we had just a recurring thing of therapy scenes?
Yeah, that's what I was imagining, where they keeps coming back to it, but then we do see their
like,
life outside of that.
Like, I really like the idea of the human just kind of sitting there like, I mean, the ferry's been fine, I think I met someone, and the therapist is like, ooh, have you found interest in one of your fellow passengers? Because it's really not as like odd as you might think, and something, and then it's like, no, one of the crew, and it's just fuck.
Oh. The therapist says like, oh, you'll have eternity together once you get off the ship,
like,
and then he says, or they say, we haven't decided yet, it was one of the crew members, and then the therapist like, their face drops or whatever.
Their jaw literally drops.
Hey!
Fun
Maybe it is a
humor.
rom to the calm. Rom and calm.
It's more rom than calm, but there should be some calm.
I feel like it's hard for us to not do some calm.
Yeah, because we're funny people.
Because we're so naturally funny.
We're so
fucking
we just
funny.
drip charisma and energy.
Yeah. If you don't think we're funny, I'll kill you.
Yeah, correct. We, as a group, will fly to wherever you live and or walk, depending, and just fucking murk you on the spot.
I'm gonna fucking murk you on the spot.
You, specifically Caroline, are going to die in 7 days by my hand.
Watch out. I feel like we threaten our audience too much.
No, it's just
It keeps them on their toes.
Because the thing is, this is all like queer romance. Most of y'all are into it. Don't even.
True. But if you're Caroline, 7 days.
Pronounce her name right before you kill her. God darn.
Sorry. Well, you're the one who's gonna kill her, so
yeah,
it's your deal.
True, but like, be courteous.
If your name is Caroline,
be courteous to my murder victims. Thank you.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot what I was
going to say.
It is your bad.
If your name is Carolyn, hi.
Line.
You're fine.
Hi.
You're safe.
Hi. Watch out. Oh yeah, if your name is Caroline, it's fine.
Callum,
for this episode,
how can you get this wrong 3 times consecutively?
Fuck's sake.
Consecutively.
Hell.
British people, am I right?
True. British people.
There
we go. You thought British Toby was gone. Was it back?
It's the third act subversion,
ever.
baby.
Yeah. Do we want to name these characters?
Let's figure out who they are first, because we know we've got the two, like, but we need some passengers and some crewmates.
Yeah. Well, we got the therapist. We've got the captain. We've got the crewmate, who's the love interest. We've got the human, who's the love person. So that's 4 so far. Okay. If I read out a list of mixed-gendered names for the crewmate or the dead person.
Just whatever we glom onto first.
Whichever one we like, I'll go same gender as that.
Yeah.
For the other person.
Sick.
So we've got Muhammed Mendez.
I already love that.
Muhammed Mendez is a nice
Muhammed
name.
Mendez is so good.
And we have Beverly Brandt. That's 2 alliterations in a row.
I really
guess.
like Muhammed Mendez.
Alright, let's go male name.
So that should be the passenger.
I think that's the passenger, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Miley Buck? Is Miley neutral? Huh. Jamie Lee Britt. Philip Guzman.
Philip Guzman.
Philip Guzman.
What kind
Philip
of name
Guzman,
do you give
no.
a skeleton, immortal, purgatory guy?
Maybe these guys were alive people who died and then were hired by the captain.
Yeah. And then
The captain's not a skeleton. The captain's like a shapeless god, maybe, or something. Or just has a funky form.
I love the idea of the captain just being a ball of light in a captain's hat.
What about a ball of darkness and a captain's hat?
Sure. Black people,
Just
rise
around.
up.
That's our black people representation.
I personally view myself as a black ball of darkness in a captain's hat.
Yo.
Black people, if you're listening, you can't see, but I just put my fist up.
Oh,
so
nice.
How's
Me
it
too.
going? No, you're not black. You don't get to.
Can I not? Is that not a solidarity thing?
It is, but in this particular instance, I'm telling you no.
Fine. I won't then. Do you have anything else? Or
Anything
No.
else?
should I carry on
Philip
reading some
Guzman.
names? Philip Guzman is the ship engineer who lives below deck and never leaves.
Yo,
That's the
I
kind
love
of
that.
Guzman fucking... That's the Guzman type beat.
I quite
Carl
like that.
Hubbard, Rehan Potts, Abubakar Esparza. Sorry if your name is Abubakar and not pronounced like that. Also, that applies to anyone else I horribly mispronounce. Spelt Muhammed wrong.
I can't spell anything.
I don't know why Toby is our designated note taker.
It's because no one else would do it.
Okay. Leslie Irving. That's a name.
I quite like that
I like
as like the
Leslie.
therapist.
I'll go with Leslie.
Leslie Irving.
My friend's mum's called Leslie, and she's an absolute legend.
I love that.
Hell
Good
yeah.
for
Big up-
Leslie.
Good
Big
for
up
Leslie,
Leslie.
if you're watching.
Queen of my life.
Shout out to all the Leslies in the house.
Shout out to all the Leslies who are specifically lesbians.
Yeah, shout out to all the Leslies.
Lesby. Fucking lesby.
Better than lesbo, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so, because it's not a real word that people say.
Callum, you're being cancelled this episode for saying that.
There it is.
It's not necessarily offensive, it's just kind of fucked up.
Sorry, lesbians. Go back to the first episode where I kissed you.
Negative
and
Callum
that'll make
point
up
for that.
it. I feel like I suck at this game. So one of the names on here is Amon, and I want to see Toby try and spell it. I don't care if we pick it or not. I just want to
It's
see Toby
just
spell
that,
Amon.
isn't it?
No.
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 Nope.
Nope.
What the fuck? For all our viewers at home, that is EAMONN.
I feel like
Irish.
they know how to spell Amon. If they're British, they know how to spell
If they're
Amon.
British, yeah, we've got
I'm American.
Big Amon Holmes.
Big up Amon Holmes.
From this morning. You don't have this morning, and you're missing out.
No, you don't have mornings in America, do you? That's
No, we just wake up at noon. Didn't you know?
damn. That's a shame. So who's our crewmate who isn't sus? I'm gonna keep reading your names.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, they're a bit sus, right? This is
They're super
gay.
sus, they're
This is
gay.
gay. We decided far too early on that this is gay.
I think it was just the right amount of early on.
I feel like we have every right to decide before we even generate some words. This is
Yeah.
gonna be gay. Heath Jackson. That's a name. Don't know if it's a skeleton name.
I'm not against Skeleton Keith.
I said Heath, but Keith is fun.
Oh, I was thinking Keith Jackson, the cowboy skeleton that the love interest falls for.
Fuck
We
it.
can give him a cowboy
I'm
hat.
so down
I
for
don't.
that.
Let's give him a
'cause-
cowboy hat.
Oh
I don't know why, but we can.
no, the entire pirate crew are from different eras
Yes.
They're all pirates.
because they just get picked up.
I hadn't considered
So, like-
they're all pirates.
Did I say pirate? I didn't mean to say pirate.
I hadn't
just-
considered that they're all pirates.
I think they should all
Can
be
they have
pirates
pirate
now.
hats, please?
Yeah, never mind the cowboy thing. The pirate thing works much better thematically.
What if they're all from different periods, but they're all made to dress like pirates?
Yes.
We've got like a pirate cowboy. We've got like a Victorian pirate. Are we just gonna call this Soulmates?
I love that. Please.
Cool.
Because mates, like first mates, like on a ship as well. There's
Yo!
levels. There's levels.
Yo,
wasn't
there's
even
so
on
many
that level.
levels.
I wasn't even on that level. Thank you, Ashton, for the assist.
Does that mean Ashton also gets a point?
So, I mean,
You don't get a point for assist.
I'm gonna give Ashton a point for this because I'm the point master. I'm the point
fuck.
master, and I give Ashton a point.
Okay, fine. Have we named everybody? Yeah, we have.
No, because I feel like we should have more crew.
I think we learn more about these guys and then we build like a supporting cast off that.
Sure.
Yeah. We'll do some more names in a sec.
Muhammad, why is he dead and why is he not ready to move on to the afterlife yet? What's going on there?
I'm thinking maybe he must have died suddenly.
Yeah.
Then. I'm thinking, like, he's a 30-something, and he's just kind of on his way to work, and he got, like, shot or something.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I was thinking car accident.
Oh,
but if we want to have him murdered, whether on purpose, whether, like, as a target or not. Oh.
I think murder might be a good option.
What if it's also, like, a mystery element, where you think he was, like, caught up in a shooting, but it turns out he was a specific target? Or is that too much?
I like that. No, I really like that.
I'm just worried that's too much for a wholesome rom-com about ghosts on a ferry.
But it'd be nice to have a reveal. It'd be nice to have some kind of reveal.
True, yeah.
Like, the A plot is the romance, but the B plot is definitely unraveling, the trauma of dying very quickly and in a bad way.
Yeah.
And, like, learning to let go of that past life and finally realizing, wow, I died on account of getting murdered.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Okay, so, does Muhammad know that he was going to be a target? And is he, like, is he keeping it from the audience intentionally? Or does he learn it with the audience? Or does he work it out in front of his therapist?
I think he should work it out with his therapist and be like, wow, someone shot me on purpose.
So he accidentally did something wrong, scorned someone, and got assassinated for it.
I think on account of the love thing, he should, like, be learning to have healthy attachments.
Yeah.
And maybe he got shot by, like, an ex.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
I wasn't sure if that was
shit.
going to be too dark, but if you're also down.
I love
fun.
that.
I don't
think we can get too dark.
Oh. What if the therapist has the ability to make someone relive their memories and they both see it and they relive the scene, and only in the reliving of it does he notice that the person shooting at him was his ex? Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Ooh, spicy.
That's fun. So we can seed that power throughout as, like, a therapist tool, and then it becomes a deduction tool.
Oh, that's such a fun narrative thing.
Yes.
Oh, that's so fun. God, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I would love it if the therapist used that and was like, I didn't spell therapy right, don't look at me. Anyway,
Wow,
think
Therapy. You guys want to go to Therapy? That's a weird way to...
Fuck you.
Do you guys want to go to Therapy with me?
With you?
You need therapy. Group therapy, because you keep making fun of me for my very understandable... This is why I need therapy. But I was thinking, I would love it if the therapist, like, used that moment to be like, yeah, so you died on account of someone else not being able to let go of the past and grow. So maybe it would be good for you to learn how to let go of the past and grow, to spite your fucking murderer.
What if?
Maybe. That would be pretty sick.
What if the very first therapy session, the therapist uses their power, her power? Leslie? Who's Leslie?
Her power.
Okay.
Because Leslie's the therapist.
That was on the list of male-generated names, so I didn't know what we were
but my
doing.
friend's
I was still on the mail
is
list.
not a man.
Yeah.
So
Therefore,
True.
Leslie's lady.
Okay, yeah. So the therapist uses her power to relive the scene of Muhammad's death the very first time they meet. Then she clocks that the killer was his ex because she has access to his memory. She knows that it's his ex. She spends the whole film priming him for that reveal. And after he works it out, she tells him...
I like it.
I don't think we see...
No, we don't see her work it out.
We don't
No,
see that.
Because otherwise
That's only
that fucks
revealed.
it.
No. That knowledge comes with Muhammad learning it.
Yeah, because we're following his perspective for the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool beans.
Cool beans. That's a fun subplot.
Woo!
I'm into
I
this
love
now.
that.
I definitely think the vibe... I have the idea right now of the boat. It's like going through a completely black, like void space, right? You can just make out ripples in the water as the boat's going through, but you can't actually see anything beyond those ripples. Maybe there's stars. Maybe it looks like they're in space. Maybe there's lanterns. Like Chinese lanterns, because they're dead people symbolism, I think.
I love that.
Let me fact check that, just in case that's culturally insensitive. Throughout the ages, the Chinese have used lanterns not only as a source of light, but they symbolize vitality, social status, and good luck. So
I think good luck is a good thing to have.
yeah, it's a good thing to have. I thought it symbolized the souls of the dead, but
I'm seeing definitely like lanterns or floating candles, if not necessarily Chinese ones.
Yeah.
Basically, whatever the fuck was going on in Tangled.
Yes.
But on a boat.
But on a boat. And I love the idea of they're wearing their most formal, fancy clothes, and they have like ghostly Hawaiian shirts over it.
Maybe one of them does.
I think only the protagonist passenger should have it like that, because I think he should be one of, if not the only one, who had a really traumatic, like, sudden death. So he gets babied by the crew, and it's like, oh, you want some extra potatoes with that? Here, have a Hawaiian shirt. You're doing okay, buddy.
Okay, cool. That's fun. Where do we go from here?
I think we need to learn about Keith.
Keith works on the ship, was a cowboy, now is a pirate. What's the deal with that?
Maybe I have an idea. Maybe Keith was a pirate and is now still a pirate. So now he's like the first mate, and he like makes sure that all the stuff on the deck is like good, and like making sure the ferry is running smoothly aside from like steering, because the captain is a primordial being of
he can't get
pure
too
darkness.
close to the captain, otherwise he'll get sucked in.
Yeah,
and not return.
It's not a great plan to like have the captain be out.
I like the idea that the captain is just...
The captain is in the captain's quarters at all times.
Doesn't need to leave. Doesn't leave.
Yeah. The captain will leave when everyone else who's, like, not a crewmate is gone, because they can kind of deal with him, but...
Yeah. The captain is only spoken about throughout most of the film, and then right at the end, we finally get to see what it looks like.
I love that.
And it's, like, incomprehensible, but it's got the pirate captain hat on. Or just a modern captain hat on. I don't know which is funnier.
I think they would both be equally funny, but...
Well, why not do both, then? Why hasn't it got, like, 10 hats on? 10 hats on.
10 hats.
That's so many hats.
It's got, like, tendrils, and all the tendrils that come out the top each have a hat on them.
And they're all just different eras of Captain Hat.
Yeah, and then one of them's, like, a baseball cap.
Oh, can it just be a baseball cap that says the captain?
Yes.
Can he have a mug that says world's best captain on it? And then like a captain's hat?
Yes.
And then just two glowing eyes.
Can he have an apron that says kiss the captain?
Why would what? I mean...
It'd be so funny, that's why.
It would be really fun. Okay, yeah.
But in Sharpie, right above kiss is don't
I was
going to
say it's like in Thriller font. It looks like it's written in blood on the top. It says don't kiss the captain.
This is a fucking stupid character and I love it.
I don't care.
It's Goofy.
Perfect.
Let us be Goofy. It's not Goofy, the dog from Mickey Mouse. It's not that Goofy.
It could be the dog from Goofy.
Oh no.
I'm not,
this is getting
not
out of
all
hand.
the time, but on account of it being a primordial being of pure matter, it could
Mickey Mouse.
It could just be Goofy.
Jesus Christ.
Do not kiss the Goofy.
Do not kiss Goofy, please. The therapist is like a mental character. I think we don't need to characterize them too much.
Yeah, I don't think we see a lot of him.
No.
The therapist is pure plot device.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. The engineer, Philip Guzman. Philip Guzman is played by Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Wait, are we doing casting now?
We can if you want, but I just said that, and I want that to be known.
I have a cast for Muhammad.
Okay, I also have a cast, but you go first.
I'm thinking Dev Patel.
Oh, I was thinking Riz Ahmed. He's British. I don't know if he could do...
I have heard. I need to Google.
What was he in? He was in Sound of Music very recently, the film about the deaf drummer.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was in Venom.
Yes, he was in Venom, wasn't he? I haven't seen that. He was in Nightcrawler. He was not Jake Gyllenhaal, the second guy. He was in Rogue One.
Yeah.
He gets around.
I'll send you a picture of Dev Patel and we can decide.
I know the name.
We don't need a picture.
No, that's
No, we definitely need a picture.
Okay, are we...
I think I know this guy.
Are we looking at pictures of pretty people?
He's very hot.
Okay,
shit.
No, I can get behind that. Oh, he was in David Copperfield. I saw him in that recently. That was good.
Yeah. Paste. There we go.
There he is.
There
okay.
we go.
That's, yeah.
There's Dev.
I like looking at this image.
That.
Yeah, he's...
Oh, no shit. He voiced Zuko in... Oh, he played Zuko in the live-action Avatar film.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's fun.
I honestly didn't either.
How far he's come. Oh shit, he was in I Lost My Body as well. I saw that recently.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm fine with either. I was kind of imagining Dev Patel just because, man, that man is hot. And his hair, I think the hair is what's getting me here.
Isn't it animated?
Yeah, voice actor.
It doesn't matter how lovely his hair is.
It matters to us, Ash. It matters to us.
I mean, obviously it matters, but...
I get behind Dev Patel. I think I prefer that.
Cool. We can put Riz Ahmed somewhere else, though. I love him.
True. We could put Riz Ahmed somewhere. Therapist. I'm thinking the person who played the mum in Sex Education.
I do not know who that is.
Me neither. That's why I'm going on IMDb. She's like a big actress, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I've forgotten who it is.
I mean that's a good voice.
I was thinking Hannibal's therapist from Hannibal, whose name I cannot remember.
Typecasting. Oh, it's Gillian Anderson.
Yeah, it's Gillian Anderson.
Wait, is your one Gillian Anderson as well?
Yes!
Yeah!
Holy shit.
Oh my god! I was about to say, yeah, she was Margaret Thatcher in The Crown.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Well, it's gotta be Gillian Anderson then.
Absolutely. I accidentally typecast her as a therapist again. But I don't have a problem with that, because I think she makes a great therapist.
She makes a great therapist.
Oh my god, that was insane.
Oh my god.
Who's the last guy? Keith Jackson. And obviously, yeah, Philip Guzman is Danny DeVito. And then Keith Jackson. Who are you? Who's a pirate?
Matthew Mercer.
Oh my god.
The hair is the only thing. And he's a voice actor!
He is an actual voice actor rather than just an actor. It would be fun to get just a regular VA on.
Yeah. I think Matthew Mercer would be a great pick.
I think Matt Mercer is very also attractive.
God, yeah.
Can we have photographs, please? Thank you.
Oh, of course.
Not for the audience, just for me.
Of course.
Just for you.
Just for you.
I see it. I'm not gonna judge you for saying those things.
This dude.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, I'm with
Right?
you. I'm with you here. Alright, I'm sold.
I think that's really separated the vibe between people who me and Toby are attracted to, where I sent a picture of him, like, smoldering, and Toby said the fucking goofiest. The thing is, it's not the goofiest face he's ever done, I know that for sure.
Oh, this man is the goofiest. But yeah, like, he voice acts McCree for Overwatch.
Yeah. I'd love to work with Matt Mercer on a thing, so I'm very pro casting him in this.
I'm very happy with that.
Okay, so that's a thing. We've just done casting, we've just done names,
Nice.
we're done. What else do
We're
we
basically done.
We're not done though. We've like hit all the ends. We need to add more stuff.
Really flesh out the romance plot.
Yeah, like in Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. I think in Act 1, we basically just open on Muhammad, like, opening his eyes, and he's like, what the fuck? And he's on a ship. He's just like, excuse me, what the hell is going on? So then we work through from there, like we get introduced to this world, and then we have a therapy session, and then we just kind of have like how about group therapy? I think would be a great place to meet everyone. So like we meet a couple of the passengers, and then we meet the crew, and then we meet Matt Mercer. I don't remember his name. Keith.
Should we start with a one-on-one therapy session, and then Gillian Anderson says, we're having a group therapy soon in X amount of time. Do you want to tag along? It might be good for you to meet some people while you're here, right?
Yeah, and then
that's how that starts.
Gillian Anderson is like, yeah, we've got the crew comes too. It's a whole thing. It's a nice way to mingle. We have this is a cruise ship, so most of the food is provided, but if you want to do like a potluck thing, you have like an ensuite kitchen.
Also, that's when they mention that they don't need to eat, but they can still taste, so if they want to, go ahead.
Go right ahead.
I think it's nice that we open with the first therapy session, because I think the crew would want to like ease them into all the weird stuff. It starts just like in the therapy room, and then like Leslie like leads him out and shows him all the beautiful, wonderful animation-y floaty lights rest of the boat. Yeah. And then we sort of get that reveal as an audience. We're like, holy shit.
I wanted to do it's a silent, like the first like X amount of minutes of it is just Muhammad wakes up in like quarters, like in a bed in a ship, and he's alone, and he looks out the window, and it's like this gorgeous shot. And then he goes out and he's like just exploring quietly, and then he bumps into Gillian Anderson.
I I like the idea of pulling a good place where he just kind of opens his
good
eyes.
place. Yeah, that's just
and he's in the therapist office. And she's like, yeah, I know this is a lot. Give us a second. So essentially, you're super dead.
Because I don't think they'd let him just wake up completely alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because...
That's fair. Yeah,
because since he died very violently and very suddenly, and then he's just in a boat, he would probably have a time.
So that's our opening scene.
Yeah. And then we work through, like, cruise ship events, like... We do shuffleboard. There's a speed dating event. There's
the ballroom scene, obviously, near the end.
Do we get a montage? I want a montage of them doing goofy cruise ship thing.
Ferry event montage.
I love the idea of like Muhammad in his like very formal like funeral suit, and then like the Hawaiian shirt over top of it, and it's just him looking kind of sullen in the same place in the same shot.
Yeah,
and it just cuts to like he's behind the group at shuffleboard. He's just kind of standing around at like a salsa contest until we get to speed dating, and he actually participates a little, and that's when we like really meet Keith, and it's like a meet cute.
Yeah, okay. The question is though, are the crewmates allowed to speed date? Because that feels...
I think they would be in the speed dating thing because it's less about dating and more about it's fun. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm sure we could do something with that though. Like, there's like he's doing this speed dating and he's kind of participating in it, but then he keeps like looking over and like getting distracted.
Oh, I love that.
Ooh, that's fun.
Like, he's trying to have a normal conversation with just this dude who's, like, 43 and died at his accounting job of a heart attack. And Keith is over there being a skeleton, but also kind of like...
Like a hot skeleton.
Yeah. Muhammad is bisexual, ? And the speed dating thing is a bunch of different people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Cool. Okay, what else?
Well, when do they fall in love?
I think Muhammad seeks out Keith directly after the speed dating. Is like, yeah okay, I gotta talk to the skeleton man. And at first, Keith is like, I'm the crew, you probably should talk to someone else. And eventually, they have, like, a rapport. They eat sandwiches at lunch together. It's a thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fun. I like that.
Yeah, and then the ball scene, and they dance. They have to dance. They have to. They just have to. They've got to dance together in their funny little suits.
Oh, do they take turns leading?
Yeah, I love that. Maybe
that's
maybe
fun.
That's the midpoint of Act 2, and then once we get into Act 2, it's like the tension builds as they're like, yeah, I'm doing a lot better in therapy. That's great, but also I don't want you to leave.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, it's a really good fucking, like, dynamic where the more he comes to terms with his death, the quicker he has to come to terms with the fact that he'll never see this person he's fallen in love with again.
Yes!
So it's like, that's where the tension comes from, because if he keeps going to these therapy sessions and working on coming to terms with this, he will have to leave behind Matt Mercer quicker, and that would suck. If you had a time limit for how much you could date Matt Mercer,
that would suck.
That would suck.
It would suck so bad. Yes, I am aware Matt Mercer has a wife, and I'm young.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Sorry, Marisha.
Sorry, Marisha. I love you, but Matt Mercer, man.
Yeah.
Fucking awful.
I think that's negative points for both of us.
That's fair. Are we both on 0 now?
Yeah.
Sick.
Ashton is the clear winner of this podcast.
Ashton is definitely the best at this game.
Oh, for sure.
Ashton's definitely the
best. Which is weird, considering Tobey decides all of the rules and all of the points.
I could give myself 1,000,000 points right now, but that wouldn't be fair now, would it?
That's the thing. Toby's so humble that he never gives himself any points.
I'm so humble and sexy, and
so you still got 0 points.
I drip charisma.
I'm so humble.
And everybody loves you. I always like saying I'm the most humble person I know.
Yeah, truly. And I am single-handedly the most even-handed, humble and appreciative person I have ever met. And
I'm the best at being humble. Everyone says how good and humble I am. And I love it.
Everyone talks about how cool and just, like, mild-mannered and just, like, I'm the opposite of braggadocious, I've been told. And I think that's...
Braggadocious! This character is just Donald Trump, right? We're not being subtle about it.
Yeah.
We're 4 years late at this point to the train of making fun of him, but...
Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna give myself a point for being so humble and hot.
Fair play. Can't argue. Toby is the point master.
I sure am. There is no arguing with me.
Nope.
Anyways, back to the podcast, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So, Act 2. We are at the midpoint with the ballroom dance, and then straight after that, they have the conversation where Keith and Muhammed have to come to terms with the fact... Well, Muhammed has to come to terms with the fact that the better he gets at, like, therapy and coming to terms with his death, the less time he gets to spend with Matt Mercer.
Yeah. And I think because of that, the darkest hour of this, like, plot should definitely be Keith being like, listen, I really like you a lot. Like, he dances... I think they should dance around saying the love word for until Muhammad leaves. And that, like, they keep, like, not saying the word love, because if they do, it's just way too real. But at this point, he's like, I really like you, but I think that if you stay with me, you're going to, like, sabotage your attempts at being happy outside of the ship. And I don't want to curse you to a life of purgatory forever if that's not what you want. I chose this because it was this or hell. But you have a very real chance of getting into a better great beyond. So because of that, I don't think we should see each other anymore. And then Muhammad has, like, a spiral, and it just deteriorates, because he's like, wow, I have nothing. I have nothing going for me. And then the, like, light at the end of the tunnel is, like, he meets back with Keith, and he's like, listen, I know that being in this relationship is inevitably going to have a bittersweet ending, but I want to continue it because I really like you. And isn't the point of love to have love in the moment and something, point, plot, and then they kiss?
Yeah, and, point, plot, and then they kiss.
And that's when Muhammad finally, like, ends up in a place where they think he's good for heaven.
Okay, that's really fun.
In between those two conversations, I think then that's where the big therapy session where he finds out how he died.
Yes!
Oh, and it's like, just... It's like hit after hit. He finds out the other person he loved was the one who killed him.
Yeah.
And the person he currently loves has just cut all ties with him for his own good.
Yeah.
And it's just he feels like everyone's turned against him, even though Keith hasn't turned against him. And there's still, like, the therapist and Danny DeVito, who I don't know where he is in this film.
There is at your lowest point. You can Google Danny DeVito on your darkest days.
That's the cure for depression,
and you'll
baby.
find many pictures of Danny DeVito at any time.
He will offer you an egg in this trying time.
Let's get some real talk. You, the viewers. I'm talking to you specifically. Imagine me looking into your soul. The viewers.
Oh, you're doing Old Spice?
Yes. The
Look up. Look down. I'm holding a cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito.
The viewers. If you are ever depressed, look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes right now. You are depressed, and that's okay. At the end of the day, if you feel like when you feel you have absolutely no one, nothing to live for, I don't love you, but Danny DeVito sure does.
He does.
And that's
Amen,
all you
baby.
need. That's all you need.
This podcast is sponsored by Danny
As
DeVito.
it should be. What a man. What a wonderful man.
Woo!
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
Okay, I have to type all this or I'm gonna forget it.
About Danny DeVito?
No! The plot!
Oh yeah, the plot of the film we're writing.
I was also gonna say, during the scene where Muhammad and Keith are having their big, like, I don't want to call it an argument, I don't know. They're having their big moment. We need to have... I think it would make sense for Muhammad to offer to join the crew. Why can't he? Is it just because he isn't going straight to hell?
I think it should be like, I am only on this crew because it was better than the option. It was the best option given to me. But the great better beyond, is something you should have. You shouldn't stay here. You shouldn't stop your life because of me. Or your unlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the idea that everyone on this crew was hellbound, and the captain saved them by taking them in.
Yeah.
So, also, what is Keith's backstory? Why was he going to hell?
I think he killed a bunch of... He's a pirate, man.
Oh yeah, he's a pirate, isn't he? Yeah, he totally just murdered people.
He just did a lot of murder and greed.
I have an interesting dynamic. I don't know if it's going to make things too weird.
Shoot.
Well, they've been on this ship for a while, and they've, over that course of time, became better people.
Yeah.
So, could Keith be... And I don't say he does. I like the idea that he stays on the ship and Muhammad goes away. But could he have the opportunity to get into heaven?
Oh,
I think it would be really cool if we ended on, like, a note that is not solid. He could eventually make up for enough of his, like, being a bad person that he can then go to heaven. And...
Seed the idea of it being a redemption boat, but don't pay it off in the actual film. It's like a potential...
Yeah.
At the end, Muhammad is like, I have every faith in you that I will see you again someday, but until then, I love you. And then he fucking leaves.
My heart.
And it's a beautiful point about you can't put your life on hold for the people that you love. You just kind of have to go for it.
Holy shit.
We have written the greatest Pixar film of all time.
And they're never gonna do it because it's gay.
Exactly.
Hire us, cowards.
Pussies, all of you. Fuck you, Walt.
Fuck you, Walt, and Mr. Pixar. I don't know who you are.
Mr. Pixar.
Mr. Pixar. Are we
done?
Done?
We haven't gotten to the end yet. Like, we haven't solidified
Well, we've got,
what
like, the conclusion. Yeah, we've missed a bit between then, haven't we?
Also, are we going to talk more about Danny DeVito?
Yeah, where is Danny DeVito in this?
Did we just have him here because we want a guy to be voiced by Danny DeVito? That's valid.
Yes.
I mean, I guess he's just a comic relief character that says funny Danny DeVito things.
Yeah.
Is that all
we
we need?
came up with the name Philip Guzman, and then we're like, oh, this has to be a character. This is an amazing name. This name screams Danny DeVito, right?
Yeah. And then we were just like, I guess that's Danny.
Do we just put Danny DeVito in a voice booth? Fucking Robin Williams genie style, and just let him fucking say Danny DeVito things and we'll animate it.
I bet he should be like the character that Muhammad goes to after he's like, I have absolutely no one to turn to, everyone is against me. He just like tells a story from his awful life where he let someone, where he like, I don't know, something like love related that relates to this, and like it's one of my biggest regrets is that I never did this thing. And Muhammad is like, whoa, I can have love and go. I can do this. Like I can hold on to the love in my heart and still do this.
Yeah. What if Danny DeVito cheated on his wife or something? And that's why he was joining the crew, because he was going to hell.
I love that.
Thingy, whatever that's
I love the idea that technically he could have stayed on the purgatory boat for a whole long time and dealt with that, but he was just like, no, I cheated on my wife and that's the worst thing I could have ever done ever. I'm going to stay on this boat forever.
Are we done?
I think...
no. We still have to do the, like...
Oh, Act 3 stuff, yeah.
We still have to do they still have to make up, and then... like maybe have a last day together where they're like, I know we're gonna get to heaven tomorrow, so
they have another ballroom scene.
They have another
ballroom scene,
but it's empty and it's just them, and they just kind of dance in an empty room with no music. It's just them.
They do the same dance, but they switch places. So whoever was leading at the start, it's now the other person leading at the start, and they swap, and it's the same thing.
I think Keith should have been leading at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Keith should have been leading at the beginning to like be like, hey, Keith is the thing here, and then it switches to Muhammad because it's like he's taking control of his life and his love, and it's a thing.
Does Keith lead for the entire first dance, and then Muhammad leads?
Yeah, I think it would be more poetic that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think after that, he's just like, okay, final kiss goodbye. I'm going to heaven now. Have fun. I love you.
Have fun.
I will see you. I promise I'll see you. You're so good, and I think that you have the potential to... I'll see you.
We're really good at writing dialogue on the fly.
That's really our strong suit here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like this. I really like
this.
This might be...
This is fun.
This might be my favourite so far.
Let's make a fake letterboxed list of our own things. Arbitrarily sort our episodes. Not based on the episodes, but by the product that we make. Let's not do that, actually. Is that the episode,
I think we've wrote a film.
Yeah, I just have to finish typing, and that doesn't matter to the audience.
Nope. Alright, round us up.
The words we selected actually did end up working this time.
They're better than the last time.
We had match, we had ferry, and we had spiritual. And from this, we created Soulmates. Haha, epic pun.
Haha, it's a three-way pun.
It's a three-dimensional pun. Because we're gay and we can do what we want.
We're just that. We drip with charisma.
We drip. Absolutely radiate charisma. And this is a purgatory cruise ship heavy rom lightcom, which focuses on Muhammed Mendez, voiced by Dev Patel because he's pretty. And he wakes up on the purgatory cruise ship on its way to heaven in order to process his murder after he is killed by his ex-partner, but he isn't aware of who kills him yet. He has to process that while on the ship. That's why he's there. And then he meets a lovely skeleton crewmate named Keith Jackson, voiced by Matt Mercer.
Because
he's hot. I'm with you now. It took me some convincing, but I
trust
Toby's judge of what pictures look good better than yours, Cal.
Okay, fine. That was just his IMDb picture because I had it open.
That's fair.
But I also would have sent another one of him smoldering. So you know. Carry on. Go.
We also have a skeleton therapist, Leslie Irving, voiced by Gillian Anderson, because Gillian Anderson, who uses her powers of entering someone's memories and making them relive things that have happened to them in order to help Muhammad process what he has gone through. We also have the captain.
Oh, who's the voice?
I don't think the captain speaks. I think the captain is just an orb.
I think the captain just warbles.
Of mysterious dark energy with a captain's hat on.
With multiple hats.
Oh, yeah.
10 hats.
10 fucking hats. Because...
What are you going to do? You
10
can't stop
hats.
us. We'll put another one on if you're not
If
careful.
any of you complain in the comments, we will add another hat. And also, the engineer is Philip Guzman, and he's voiced by Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito skeleton cheated on his wife, and refuses to process this.
I guess we're pitching it like that.
And we follow Muhammad through this just beautiful, beautiful animated world where they're on a cruise ship and everything is beautiful. There's like floating lanterns everywhere and all the food you could ever want, and everyone's wearing fancy little suits, and Muhammad gets a Hawaiian shirt. Because we love Muhammad and he deserves it. God damn it.
It's over his suit,
it's
to be
over
clear.
His suit.
Yeah.
Muhammad tries to take part in all the cruise activities. But he's definitely still processing a lot of things. He goes to speed dating. He meets Keith at speed dating. Because he's just distracted by beautiful skeleton man. And then they dance together at the ball, and it's wonderful. But Keith quickly realizes that if the way Muhammad is falling for him, he's going to end up in like self-destructive tendencies to stay on the ship for longer. And he just wants Muhammad the chance to get out, which Keith never got because he wasn't allowed into heaven. Which is why he's on the boat. Because I forgot he was a pirate. Because he's a pirate.
Yeah, he's a pirate and he killed and stole from people.
Yeah.
But he's still hot, to be clear.
I mean, that's a given for pirates.
I
yeah.
think the murder makes him hotter, honestly.
I mean, maybe.
A little bit of evil.
So.
Doesn't excuse him going
all
to hell,
of the
though.
evil.
You can be hot and in hell.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Point Callum for that.
Thank you.
So yeah, him and Keith
Continue.
don't see each other anymore. We get the reveal that Muhammad is killed by his ex-partner during one of the therapy sessions. We're at a real low point, but then through the power of a conversation with Danny DeVito and just a lot of therapy, Muhammad comes to terms with the fact that he can have a relationship with Keith and still be willing to move on. Because love is valuable in the moment, right? Love is valuable in the moment.
Woo.
Love is valuable in the moment. I wish we weren't doing funny alternate episode titles, because that'd be a great one.
I mean, we could.
I think we said something really funny, though. I can't remember what it was, but we said something really funny.
We'll figure it out in the edit.
Yep. Thank you,
Thank you, the edit. Thank you, the spirit of post-production Callum that possesses
Callum.
us.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we get, and then the film ends, and Muhammed gets off the boat and promises to see Keith again, because one day Keith will also be ready to get into heaven.
Oh.
You forgot the final...
The what?
Dance.
They dance again! I'm sorry.
Oh, they
dance again. They dance again, and they make up, and they...
And Muhammad leads this time because he's leading his life.
This is poetic, darling, and...
This is poetic, darling.
What the fuck is that?
Excuse me?
I loved it, is what I meant. That was a great way to say it, and the best... Flattery, something.
Imitation, something.
Yes, that.
I get you.
Flattery.
I've known you long enough that I sort of have a clue what you're on about at any given time.
Still can't believe we both cast Gillian Anderson. Hey, it's me, post-production Callum. I'm back, and it's actually Callum this time. If you enjoyed, make sure to give us a share, a like, a follow, whatever you can do on your platform that you're listening to this on to help us grow our audience. We should have episodes coming out every other Sunday now, starting, today when this episode comes out, so that's something to look forward to. I guess we actually have a schedule now, so you can keep up with us and not miss an episode. Our theme song is Serenity by G2KMS. Check them out. Big, cool person. If you want to get in touch, we are writersroulettepod@gmail.com. No apostrophe in writers. We are on Twitter @roulettepod, and we have a Discord, which you can find in the pinned tweet on our Twitter account. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hope you had a good time. We sure did. And tune in 2 Sundays from now for the next episode. Bye!